exactly what I use. I bought it for 40, and I feel like I can get it sold for around 350 with the market that I'm in, the area that I'm in with potential buyers. We have Simply Green. I'll be using this to spray down the whole piece, the drawers, the outside of the dresser. Cover stain primer, oil based, and I love oil based. When I first started flipping furniture, I couldn't understand why when I would paint my pieces white, as soon as like it would dry or as time went on, I didn't understand the yellowing effect, and that just comes with error and trial and research. Once I figured that out, this primer here is by far the best that I have used. And after flipping furniture for solid at least 4 years, 5 years in total, but just flipping furniture, this has been my go-to. This is beautiful. I love this stuff. This is the Cover Primer Stainer Spray, oil-based as well. And the same thing, it works great. I do sand my pieces lightly before I start, depending on what my objective is, just to get a scuff or a scuffed surface so it sticks well. But these I use for my drawers, and I'll show you the technique and why I use these for drawers or hard to reach spaces where you don't want globs of paint stuck in areas. So it's another great product to have. This runs you about $6, I believe. Same company. This is the exact same thing as this. I want to put this down first and then put this down second. And again, it's a technique that I have that works really well. And I just love this stuff. It goes far if you use it well. Microline roller. So I call them like little carpet rollers because they look like pieces of carpet. But I put my primer on with this, and if you can, try to save this, wrap it up in some plastic Ziploc bag as tight as you can. Oil-based primer, this stuff right here is hard to get out, so to speak. So sometimes I'll just throw these away if I can get them cheap enough. So I use that with this. Once we use our cabinet furniture paint, this stuff, I started using this about a year ago. Love it. It does everything. It cuts down a lot of time on projects, but this stuff right here, Valspar's cabinet furniture, I like the semi-gloss. It's not too shiny, but it's not too flat. Where I've used their satin, where I don't really like the flat satin look. And the semi-gloss I feel is more durable. It gives it a hardened look, a slight gloss look, which again you'll see in the final product of this dress I'll be doing. But I use this and I apply those with these rollers here. So these are like little, I don't know if it's microfiber. I might have to look this up and see exactly what it is, but this is what they look like, and they've already been used. And what I like about this is water-based. This is water-based, and it rinses out well. As you see, this has gone through plenty of uses. You can still use these. So I love these. So this will be the last coat that I use for this dresser here. Then what we have is, excuse me, I am sweating. It is hot in my garage, and I don't know why I decided to film on a day that it is almost 100 degrees outside. But my next special brush that I love, this is like my little secret thing. But again, I shop at Lowe's because it's 5 minutes up the street. I believe I got this from Lowe's or Walmart, but these are called Blue Hawk craft brushes, and it's for all paints and all stains. But they look like this, and the bristles are really soft. And what I like is it does not leave brush strokes once you get the technique down, but they don't leave brush strokes because it's not a heavy brush. It's soft bristles. And I looked up, and I don't know where I was at, but in Dollar Store, they were selling these, a pack for $1, and I'm gonna have to find a Dollar Tree again, and also Walmart sells them like this as well for cheap. And I'm all about, if you can spare expenses in regards to cheaper brushes that actually work, that the bristles don't come out. These bristles don't come out at all. I don't know if these are for artistic painting, but I love these brushes. These brushes have seen at least 50 pieces of furniture at least. You can never go wrong when you are doing your primer. I don't use these brushes with these because then you have to get into solvents and soaking your brushes overnight or during the day and waiting for them to dry out with the solvent. So when I use my primer, I use a throwaway chip brush. It's just automatic. I'll try to save it while I'm doing the project. I'll wrap it up in plastic until I'm done with the dresser, because overnight this is gonna harden. This is gonna come off with bristles. I just toss it on out the way. So let me show you guys the piece that I'm working on. So here's the piece that I have here. You got hardware that needs to be replaced. It's old, outdated. The quality of the drawer craftsmanship is very nice. The drawers, they're wooden tracks, so I'll use probably some wood wax or some type of lubricant just to make sure they stay smooth. But for the most part, these drawers are awesome, and this for just 40 bucks. I'm definitely going to try to sell this for over 300 bucks. First and foremost, we're going to clean the piece and then do a light sanding with 180 to 200 grit sandpaper, because I don't want to go too deep on the wood and it look like there may be some type of laminate up top. I'm not really sure exactly. I'll be able to tell even more once I start sanding, but this definitely looks like laminate and I don't want to go too deep with it. So I might just do the whole complete thing white. Is what I'll probably end up doing. And excuse me, but I have 3 small kids, 3, 4, and 5. You'll probably see them in the video along with my wife, Brittany. So keeping quiet around here may be a struggle sometimes. So we don't have traffic out here, but we have kid traffic noise, so to speak. All right, so let me get started. Officially moved all the hardware from the dresser drawers. Pretty much no issues with them. Did a close-up so you can see. I use a drill just to pretty much take it off. Can use a hand, you could manually do it, but it's too hot to manually do anything at this time. But here they are, all lined up. All right, guys. Here I'm just trying to do a quick sand. Make sure I go with the grain at least. Again, it's 1,000,000 degrees outside. Just trying to stay perfect, but fast at the same time. Alright, I literally took a leap lower to this, and once I'm done, I'm going to start with the primer. Alright guys, now I'm adding my Zinsser oil-based primer to my aluminum foil covered paint pan. Saves money to use the aluminum foil. Once I'm done with it, I just toss it and just keep using foil, so to speak. But here, as you see, I'm using our coat of Zinsser oil-based primer, and it covers very, very well. And that paint can that I used was actually leftover that I had from another project. So as you see, that's just, I believe, just one roll in the paint pan, and you see it covers very, very well. And make sure you get those corners and those edges that are susceptible to getting dinged up. Get a good thick coat on those for protection. First coat, shit looks pretty. What can I say? Now I'm not sure how I lost the footage, but where the detail and designs are for the drawers, I actually used the spray paint for the detailed areas on the drawers. So you see around where the designs are, I used the Zinsser oil-based spray paint to get those so the roll-on brush doesn't clump up and
cake on inside those pattern details and swirls and engraved parts of the drawer. So again, don't know what happened to the footage, but maybe I can give you an idea. And next project, I'll give you a better look at how we did that.
I'm gonna try to get away with, I believe I only need one coat with the way this covers. As you saw in the video, this stuff covers really well. It sticks really well. At the beginning, the little fuzzies may come off when you first start using this. When you go back over to sand over the primer, it sands away any grit, any of this stuff that may have came off. And I won't be using this for priming purposes. And once I'm finished with this project, unless I'm about to do another project right after, I'll end up tossing this little microfiber roll. So just FYI, this is gonna go in the garbage, not the roller itself, but the roll-on brush, so to speak. Okay, so once that all dries, we're gonna go with the Valspar cabinet and furniture semi-gloss, and I'm gonna definitely do 2 coats of this. Should be enough coverage. I want to get it down before it really gets hot outside, so I'm gonna give this again another 30 minutes to dry and take it from there.
But you want to make sure that on the corner and edges that you do good heavy coats, because most of the times the edges of your furniture is going to stick out, so if it gets hit, you don't want it to chip off or break off easily. So next up we have our drawers. I also wanted to point out about the Valspar paint is that it's self-leveling, so it does a really good job if you do have brush strokes. I'm not saying you want to create brush strokes, but it does a good job to flatten out, I guess because it's water-based maybe. But he's been doing the drawers, and that's the last step that I have for those. And there you have it. Cleaned, sanded, 1 coat of Zinsser primer, 2 coats of Valspar cabinet furniture paint. She's all dried, ready to go for some custom handles.
Alright guys, it's 8 in the morning. I'm actually just getting off of work, and I want to try to do a new look for handles using these eye bolts and this gardening rope. But I want to do it to where I haven't seen anyone do this. But could be out there, but I haven't seen it done. But take these 2 eye bolts and then take this garden string to make a handle to make it look farmy-ish, so to speak. So let's check it out.
Okay, so literally I was trying to figure out what to do. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Didn't know how long it would take. But, I tried over and over to line it up, and I finally got it adjusted to where I liked it. Hard part was trying to figure out how to tie this thing to make it to where it didn't, I guess, tear when you pulled it, but it's sisal rope is the correct word. Oh, excuse my daughter, she's busy and nosy. But I finally got the measurements, finally figured it out, and I didn't tie it yet because I wanted to make sure I cut pieces for the other 8 drawers. Here it is. So I like what I have here. I'll line it up in a second, but tension-wise, pulls out the drawer. It's firm and stylish. Alright guys, staging. This is the most important, crucial part of selling furniture, selling your pieces, and pretty much selling your look, your idea. Make sure you have natural sunlight if you can. If not, go out and get you some white light, bright bulbs. But this is what's important: staging.
guys, so there you have it. You got the entire dresser flipped, priced on Marketplace for $320. See how long it takes for that to get sell, or see if we get some potential buyers. But I want to start at $320 and see, how long it takes to sell, especially with the handles that I made, to see if anybody likes that. And see, I've seen no one do handles like that as well, so I feel like it's a new thing, and my wife likes them. So I'll put it up there, and hopefully get good results. And I'll be flipping more dressers, more furniture, just like this. Again, I'm trying to make this a full-time thing. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And my videos will get better. They'll get shorter. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna put on offer Craigslist and Marketplace. And I'll keep you guys updated in the comments to let you know how long it took to sell, and how long it took to sell, and what platform I got the most traction from. So thanks. You guys take it easy. It's the Furniture Flipping Godfather.